Okay, so welcome everyone. Today's date is the 2nd of March 2025, and it is precisely 15:15 here in Ireland. And welcome to these Cosmic Starseed Academy. And these are the Pleiadian Sunday School weekly regular Sunday 3 p.m. Irish time teachings, channelings. I'm not sure what to call them yet. It's funny because the name just seemed to evolve. The name Pleiadian Sunday School, that seemed to just evolve from the Pleiadians. So welcome everyone. And these sessions are by donation, as is my Saturday group. But it's not compulsory. It's the donation is optional. So let's begin maybe with a meditation. We do have some ladies that aren't here this week. We've Sheila, Kathy, and Susan. I'm not sure what happened, because it's unusual that the three ladies, regular ladies, I mean, Dennis is here and he's regular. So let's begin with a meditation. So when you're ready, take a nice deep breath in through your nose. Down to your belly and hold it for as long as comfortably possible. And then breathe out through your mouth. Most importantly, don't forget to breathe out. And you can do it with a force and make a sound if you want to. Or you can do it in a more controlled, slow, gentle, easy way with no sound. Visualize, see, sense, feel, become aware of a beautiful beam of light coming down, not just from above you, not just from your crown chakra, but way high up, connected to a Pleiadian ship. A beautiful beam, stream of light that is coming down, not hundreds of feet, but thousands of feet. An etheric beam of white light that comes down and runs through your whole system, your whole body, your cells, your blood, your bones, your skin, your organs, even your DNA, your fingerprints, your hands, your arms, your shoulders, your back, your ears, your hips, your knees, your thighs, your calves, your heels, your toes, your feet. Coming down through all of your body, your physical body as well as your aura, your auric body, or the electromagnetic energy field that surrounds each and every one of you. All of you has an energy field that many call the aura or electromagnetic energy field. Dennis, would you be okay to do the prayers now?
All right. So.
And would you put your camera on?
No, thank you. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So I'll begin with the law of one prayer, which, of course, all invited to state for ourselves. We are all one. When one is harmed, all are harmed. When one is helped, all are helped. Therefore, in the name of who I am, and I am one with all there is, I ask for the greatest good of all here concerned. I give thanks this is done. It is so. I will repeat it 2 more times. We are all one. When one is harmed, all are harmed. When one is helped, all are helped. Therefore, in the name of who I am, and I am one with all there is, I ask for the greatest good of all here concerned. I give thanks that this is done. It is so. We are all one. When one is harmed, all are harmed. When one is helped, all are helped. Therefore, in the name of who I am, and I am one with all there is, I here ask for the greatest good of all here concerned. I give thanks this is done. It is so. And I will share the simple mantra given by Blossom Goodchild, shared by her guides, Federation of Light. I am the light. I am the love. I am the truth. I am. I am the light. I am the love. I am the truth. I am. I am the light. I am the love. I am the truth. I am. Thank you.
Thank you, darling. Visualize, see, sense, feel, smell, become aware of us being with you where you are right now, whether you be watching this right now in this group or in a future time where this has been shared out publicly. Visualize, see, sense, feel, smell, become aware of us being the Pleiadians, Ashtar being the spokesperson for us, the Pleiadian collective. Lyrans are also here with us in this moment. Lion energy. We are co-creators. You are co-creators. This is new information to Soma, but what we are showing her and wanting to share with you is that when we built the pyramids, we worked together with the Lyrans. This is news to Soma. Today's session is about New Earth, and creating a new earth, allowing a new humanity to be born upon a new earth. These times are amazing. These times are beautiful. Let us pause there. Okay, so let us begin. Let us begin by saying, so that Coleman can understand it perhaps a bit more. Last night we did a channeling, and some information that we shared was about balancing the male and female energies. And we would like to share some things with all of you here right now. Francis, Ashish, Dennis, and Soma, as we always include her. Just because she is the channel, we do never exclude her or any other channel for that in that way. So visualize your heart, visualize love, visualize pink or green or both. Pink on the right, green on the left. Visualize it in your own heart, an equal balance of perfect, equal proportions in color between the pink and the green. And visualize that love going out to yourself, and also to your partner, to your husband or wife, the person you are closest to in this world. And if you don't have a partner, send it to yourself, send it to your family, send it to your friends. Still send it, thank you, still send it to those who you are closest with, those you are deeply bonded. Today's session, before we begin, let us ask if you have any questions or anything you would like to bring to the table, anything you would like to say or share. Let us start with Francis. If you don't, it's okay. Or Ashish, or Dennis.
What's this newer all about?
We will cover that today in some detail.
Okay.
And thank you. Dennis, do you have any questions? Francis?
No, me. I don't have questions. I have answers.
Wonderful.
There you are.
Oh. We are delighted you are here. We have such an expansion of the love frequency. Soma describes it as being love times 1,000. That is where you are heading. That is your evolutionary period. You are us. You are us. We are you from the future. You are in an evolutionary period. Let us say before Soma begins to cry that love frequency, that love energy is so powerful that it more often in the beginning of when we consciously began to channel through her, she would feel this overwhelming feeling of love, and it would make her cry. And that has become that her response to our love frequency of crying has become less as she has got much more used to our frequency. But there are moments in the channelings that she still gets this feeling of crying. It's a sense of release. It is not crying for sadness, it is crying for, very specifically, it is crying for that energy of love that we embody and contain, that is us. And also the lack of it on earth. Our wish is for humanity to feel this. All of you to feel this powerful energy of love with no conditions, no judgment, no guilt, no shame. None of those lower emotions exist within our frequency, our energy. We have transcended into a higher dimension, which is where we exist on a higher plane. We do reside or come from the Pleiadian star system, our home. You are going through a great ascension process, which we have already gone through. We are from your future. We are you. Time is not linear in the way that you have been taught to understand it. The downfall of Atlantis, you did not evolve. You chose to not evolve. This time is different because it affects everything within the universe. This time, we and our brothers and sisters, Syrians and Lyrans and many thousands of others will not let humanity devolve or destroy itself. At the hands of the negative agenda or negative ET energy. We will not allow it because it affects everything within the universe, including us and our own next evolutionary period. Everything that exists, everything that has life, including plants and animals, insects, birds. It is not limited to a human form, but everything that has life is on an upward spiral of evolution. What is occurring now is ascension process where you do get to evolve. This time it didn't occur in Atlantis as we had hoped, but that was also by design. This time you do get to ascend. Humanity is moving into every day, every second, every moment is moving into a higher dimension, is taking a step closer into a higher awareness, a higher frequency, a higher sound, a higher vibration, a higher DNA. Even your blood is conscious. Your hair has awareness. The Native Americans taught this, understood this, that hair is an antenna for psychic awareness. It is part of your intuition, as is your skin, as is your blood, as are your nails, your fingerprints, your DNA. There is nothing within you that is not conscious. You are conscious beings in human form, made up of different aspects. You are on an evolutionary period. In a very physical way. Your skin is becoming more sensitive. Your blood is becoming more conscious. Your DNA is evolving. Your cells, your skin, your blood, your hair, your teeth, even. Your DNA, your body. Dennis, darling, please mute yourself. You are going back to the old, thank you, to the old shamanic ways where you are communicating more with plants. And as you do this, you are helping to create a new earth. The new earth is directly, intrinsically, essentially connected. Earth is all of those things connected to you and vice versa. You are connected to Earth, and Earth is connected to you. So as you wake up on this evolutionary period of consciousness and expansion and evolution, where you are stepping into a higher dimension, that we have already done this process. So you raise the frequency of Mother Earth, and as Mother Earth raises her frequency, it helps to raise your frequency. It is a yin and yang. It is a ping pong match of stepping up the evolutionary spiral or dimensions, where you are working in conjunction with your Earth in a very physical way, on a grand scale, collectively. And yet, when you do this individually in your gardens, where you speak to, where you talk to, where you communicate with, where you have a relationship with your plants, your animals, the insects, the birds, the herbs, the plants, flowers, trees that you grow, that you plant, that you seed. When you do this in your back garden or in pots, you are expanding, helping to expand the consciousness of Mother Earth and raising Mother Earth's own frequency. It is a spiral of energy with humanity and the Earth, where you are working in conjunction with each other. We described this yesterday between the male and the female, and today we are using the same example, but with humanity and Earth. And this is not limited to Earth. It also includes other planets like the sun and the stars and the moon, and everything is expansive. But you need a foundation first. So this spiral of energy, on one side there is humanity, and then there is the Earth. And as you raise individually your energy and communicate, talk to, listen, and have a relationship with your Earth in your garden, you are doing something that is actually magnificent. It is not, thank you, it is not only humanity that is expanding and on an ascension process. It is everything within the universe, including your Mother Earth, including the planets, the suns, the stars, the moons. And us. And the likes of Lyran, Syrian, and other ET species, ET races. All is working in conjunction and harmony and together with each other. There is no separate thing in your universe. No separate thing in your universe. You are all connected within this natural law of one. And at the highest level, we are all one. There is no separation between us and you. Some of you are hybrids and much closer to us in resonance and energy because of your past lives, but we are all one. We are all one. There is no separation. Separation is an illusion that has been brought into your consciousness. At the time when your DNA was changed, you became separate because of the negative adaptation to your DNA. Thank you. We often use, thank you, we often use an example of a coil to describe your DNA, and that has been pulled to its limit, to its absolute limit. You have just come out of that absolute limit where the coil has been stretched and the coil has now been released. The coil is your DNA, and it is going back to its original blueprint of 13 strands of DNA. And then it is zooming forward at a rapid velocity to higher strands, to incorporate more, to hold more consciousness, energy, vitality, love. And that also coincides or is an aspect of jumping back to the timeline of Atlantis, because you are jumping back and remembering and then jumping forward. This new earth that you are creating, let us recap some transmissions that we shared through Soma back in 2019, 2020, where we explained to her very visually the concept of the two earths, which is not limited to two earths, but is more expansive than that and includes many earths. But we showed her an example, and we kept it very simple. In January, around January 2020, there was a beam of energy, frequency, vibration hitting the earth that began to intensify and increase, and then multiplied. So there was many beams of light hitting the earth. And this became so intense, so magnified, that it caused the earth, and we speak of the past tense deliberately because it has already happened, but at the time it was occurring when we transmissioned this download of information of how, because she never understood how the two earths would be possible or manifest. So we always keep it simple with Soma. And mostly we like to do that with all of our channelers. This beam of light became so intense, so magnificent, so intense is the best word we can find, that it caused the earth to split into two. And this earth that you exist on now, not split, but multiply, not even divide, but multiply. And this earth that you are on now has moved into a higher timeline, a higher frequency, a higher dimension. And this other earth, at the time we said that it would stay where it was, or it would drop into an even lower frequency, which it is still doing. We always, unless we don't, we always, while we are speaking to Soma now, we are also always giving her images that also contain 1,000 words or messages. So what we are showing her now, and have always with this message, is that this earth has great light with it pouring into it. And this earth, the one that stays on the lower frequency, all drops into an even lower frequency, is very dark in color, which also contain a lot of the light, whichever light it is, if it's light or dark, contain a lot of energy. Light is energy. You have light, and dark light, which both contain very different energies. Dark shadows will contain a very different energy to a light angelic being. This is how you can understand the representation of light and dark in terms of light. It is not just a light, but it has an energy and it has a frequency. The same with sound. It is not just sound or words. It contains an energy, a frequency. Your language has been so manipulated and changed. But let us go back. Let us keep on track for these Sunday Pleiadian schools. So the two earths, this positive earth, this positive timeline, and this example, thank you, this example is not limited to two. This example is not limited to two earths. There is thousands and thousands of dimensions, timelines, realities. There are thousands of you coexisting in different realities, in different timelines, in different dimensions, different universes, different galaxies. Nothing is limited to a singular you. You are all connected, and you are facets of each other. You are facets of God's source. So this new earth that has already been created, you are on it now. And as the earth is on an evolutionary period, so are you. The two coincide. As you evolve, so does Earth. As Earth evolves, so does you. And everything within the universe. It is not limited to humanity. It's not separate in its journey of ascension. This is a continuous spiral of ascension, of awareness, of consciousness, of expansion, of vibration, of frequency, of sound, of color, of light, of love. As is your relationships. The new earth is here now, evolving. And as you evolve your mind, your creativity, your awareness, your expansion, your frequency, your vibration, your consciousness, your soul, as you do that, you are creating a new earth every single day. When you wake up in the morning and you start to plan your day, or you start to think about what you're going to do next, whether it be coffee or shower or work, or you create it as you go. You create the parking space as you go. You create as you go. We always therefore say, beware of your thoughts and what you are creating. The energy, the timelines, the frequency awareness on your planet now has increased to the point that it affects how quickly you create, meaning that you are creating much quicker than you used to back in the 80s or 90s or 2000s. Things are being created much quicker than they used to be, much more rapidly. And this is to do with ascension and your consciousness and your level of awareness, to do with your expansion. It is also directly linked to your DNA, your blood, your skin, your hair, your cells, your frequency. Your skin is also an antenna, a receptor, not just your hair, as is your cells, your teeth even. There is no part of you that is not, there is no part of you that is not a receptor. It's not limited to your third eye. It's not limited to your dream time. It's not limited to your hair. It's not limited to your skin. It's not limited to your organs. It's not limited to your fingerprints. And it's certainly not limited to your DNA. It's not limited to your psychic abilities or your mediumship or your ability to channel. And it is all expanding. All of those things are expanding and on an evolutionary ascension process, timeline, dimension now. Become aware of what you want to create with the new earth. We envision, we see, we know, we understand, we feel, we benefit even from all of the great things that you have yet to achieve and accomplish and manifest and create on this new earth. And we see from our time viewpoint of us being in the future, we see your past, present, and future. But most importantly, for what we are saying, explaining now, we see your future. And we see, thank you, we see great things being created and manifested on your planet. Architecture, structures, buildings, with designs that are exceptional, that work with sound, that work with frequency, that work with color, that work with light, that allow in more light, more color, more vibration, more frequency, both from the sun and above and the skies, and also the trees and the tree energy and the plants and nature, and also from the earth. So they're meaning that there are architects now designing, drawing, creating new buildings, new homes that allow in, that bring in all these elements: the sun, the air, the sky, the nature spirits, the trees, the earth energy from below. These are new drawings, new buildings, new architecture, new structures, new technology, new healing methods. You are moving forward in every aspect of your lives, of humanity. You are becoming a new human. Your bodies are changing, adapting to a higher earth, a higher expansion, a higher awareness. Things are going back to the original blueprint, not just for you, but for the earth. Was never designed to be so restricted and so torn down, so cut down with trees, so poisoned the soil, so poisons, chemical weapons, weaponized the air, the earth, the plants, the soil. This has all been created by the negative agenda. And you have co-created this. You have allowed, more than allowed, you have created it and are living with the consequences now. You have passed a line, past the precipice where you made a decision your higher soul made a decision, the higher part of you made a decision that this is not okay. And that was very evident in 2019. So many of you stood up and came together and said, this is not okay. Not here. Not on my watch. Not in my lifetime. You reclaimed many aspects of yourself. You reclaimed your sovereignty. You reclaimed your voices. You reclaimed your power. You reclaimed your energy. You reclaimed your health. You've been working with that energy ever since 2019. Every day. Most of you unaware of it. Even those of you who are aware, you've been unaware of this aspect, where you've been catching up or moving rapidly towards the direction you want to go in collectively as one group of humanity. Starseeds are a huge group leading this movement, leading this crusade, that have chosen and were sent to be here for this time now, to create a new earth. There was a call sent out to the universe from very high frequency beings. We've shared this once before in this way recently, where we spoke through Soma and said that this is not news to Soma. She has received this information before, but never shared it in this way, where recently we said that there was a call put out to the universe from Earth, from very high light beings that were on your planet at the time. The call was, come assist Earth, we need you. Come assist Earth, we need you. The people are suffering. And there were even greater atrocities then than there are now. You are still in the dark ages. But you are moving towards the light, as is your planet. Your planet has gone through many changes, some naturally, and some more. The Earth was adapted to house humanity, to be sustainable to humanity in a very positive way. Everything is in perfect alignment for you. The air, the trees, the plants, the animals, the food sources, it is not by coincidence. It is not by coincidence. It was planned. Your Earth has become bigger. And everything that lays upon it has become smaller. And there is a those two things work in conjunction. So as your Earth became bigger, everything on it became smaller. It needed to become smaller. If we had a question for you now, we would be asking, what is it you want to create? Because you are the creators, you are the controllers. We are here to assist you, but we cannot do this for you. We cannot expand your consciousness. That has to come from within you and manifest out of you and create. That is how creators work, whether they be artists or musicians or architects or writers or cooks or chefs or builders or whatever their forte is. We will pause there to allow you to ask any questions as you wish now. We will actually we would like to ask Dennis if he has anything he would like to share. Can't hear you, darling. I mean, can hear you, but it's not loud enough.
All right. No, I don't. I'm sorry, I've been quite busy.
Okay. Okay. Would anyone else like to ask questions?
Yeah, I'd like to understand a little bit more about the Earth's split, or I think they said the Earth started to multiply. So I know probably if people stay in a low vibration that they'll stay with maybe the older. So have people already chosen, even though we seem to all be in the same space on Earth, are some people really resonating with the new Earth and others with the old Earth? Is that what they mean?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
It can also, thank you. Yes, it can also be explained in that way. It is like a radio frequency, and you are all operating at different bandwidths, all of you. There are groups of you that are operating within certain bandwidths, but you are all individually, when it comes down to it, individually operating within a different bandwidth. So there is always an individuality. You are as unique as your fingerprints, but there are groups such as starseeds, such as shamans, such as healers, such as, it could be any group, such as nurses or doctors or lawyers. It is not restricted to a starseed or energy group. So this bandwidth is frequency, vibration. You are all operating at different levels within groups, within bands of groups. And those of you, the starseeds, are over here. And then the others, or the opposite of you, are operating at a different, at the opposite end of the spectrum. You could also say that you are speaking different languages. You do not understand each other. And this, as you shift your awareness, your consciousness, your expansion, your frequency, your vibration into a higher dimension, the divide is, the gap is growing ever increasingly rapidly. Since 2009, there has been a shift in your energy, in the extreme, between what resonates with you and what doesn't. So, which is also to do with the two earths. The divide is growing rapidly, increasingly.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, thank you for that.
You have
So,
you have a Lyra working with you, a Lyran being working with you.
oh, wonderful.
You also have, oh, okay, thank you. You also have an Egyptian past life, Atlantis past life, and Lemuria past life. You have a great connection to Ireland, the Emerald Isle, Atlantis, pyramids, and crystals.
Oh, thank you. What is the connection between Ireland and the Emerald Order?
That is also connected to Atlantis.
Oh yeah, I'd like to know a little bit more about that if you can.
What specifically would you like to know? Because,
well, I wonder, is that also related to the Emerald Tablets of Thought?
there has been, we have covered this in some detail. So we would recommend looking back at our previous Sunday sessions.
Okay, thank you. Yeah.
This is why we are doing this, to explain some of the true history. Thank you. Some of the true history of what has really occurred on your planet, on Earth, which is very far from what you've been shown. So things like Atlantis, the pyramids, the Sphinx originally had a lion's head. The tablets that you speak of, and the wisdom and the etchings and the writings that you speak of, many things go back to Atlantis, where teachings were secretly shared. But you were invaded by negative ET energy, thus causing the downfall of Atlantis. And many of you, some of you, went underground, so to speak, and had to hide your teachings. There is a great similarity there between the religious orders, the Catholic Church, and its overpowering people and forcing people to follow religion, follow the church, thus having to record and hide teachings, bury teachings, bury objects. Even bury pyramids, or cover over. We include the crystal skulls in this, which are still secret. We would like to pause there